Yeah, it's
Hey,
live now.
look.
So
So check it out. I know y'all. Hey, I got two special guests. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know me. I'm hosting the show. I'm Trusno. A lot of people been asking me about the trucking game and when will I be able to go on YouTube and talk about all my experiences and everything that's what I'm saying that I've been through with dealing with trucks, starting my business, Amazon relay, everything. So we're gonna start from the ground up. But what I did was I brought in two special guests. Y'all see my man Desmond Williams. Y'all gonna see him more frequently. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then we got Miss LD in the building. You know what I'm saying? Both of these guys, they have been well, ladies, I'm sorry. They've been driving trucks for a pretty long time. And I just brought them on so they can talk to you guys about the ins and outs, you know what I'm saying? Things that's going on over the road when they out there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get them the floor in a minute. But Desmond, what's good with you, baby?
What's going on, man?
How long you been in the trucking business, bro?
Oh man, I started trucking what 2003.
2003.
Uh, yeah, I started in 2003, and
How
I
long? How
stopped.
long? So you been driving, or you working for a company, or you started your own company, or what? Tell the people what's good.
Well, you should start with Lynn because she got to go. But
No, no,
yeah,
no. You did right.
okay, yeah. Well, I started with Snyder. Snyder was my first. You know what I'm saying? I went and got my CDLs in 2003.
What
I
made
started.
you? What made you want to drive trucks? You had a BS job, or you ain't like your job? Or
Yeah, it was
what
BS job. My brother-in-law, man, my ex-brother, me and him went together, but he ended up not driving trucks. He was following me. I really wanted to be a diesel mechanic, so I went to trucking school to get my CDLs and stuff, and then I was gonna go to do the diesel mechanic thing. But I ended up driving for Snyder because I needed a job, and that's how I started.
Damn. So like for a young brother that they looking for a career shift, like what advice could you give them as far as when you first going to sign up for a company, what they need to look for? You know what I'm saying? What do
Well,
like a lot of these boys they like to smoke weed, you know what I'm saying? So clean piss,
well,
you know, tell them what you had to go through. You had school,
well.
how long is the schooling? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but see, back in 2003, man, it was different. You know what I'm saying? Everything was different. So yeah, we had to go to school. Um, I had to go to two schools. You
Or
know, I
why you had
started
to go to two schools?
because that's how it was back then. I had to go get my CDL first. Then I had to go to school with Snyder. When I got on the job, they train you there too. But I already had my CDLs while I was going to school there. But they have to train you. But nowadays, you know what I'm saying? You go to school and you just start. I don't. I mean, I think it's about the same. You go. I went to I went to a city college in Albany, Georgia, and that's how I got my CDLs. But I ended up going with Snyder. They trained me also, and Snyder was real strict back then. It was like military type stuff, but it ain't like that now.
Right. Cause
I mean, we had to wake up.
you talking
We had to,
old three. That was 20 years ago.
yeah, we had to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and shit, and walk and
That's
do
crazy.
pre-trip at night in the dark, and then they had to do pre-trip in the day. So it was all that. You know what I'm saying? We had to do all that. So and we were doing mostly man. We ain't had no automatics back then. You know what I'm saying? They got automatics now. You know, and
Facts.
it wasn't no phone, no cell phone. It wasn't no GPS. We had to read maps. They had to teach
Facts.
us how to read a map.
So y'all,
You know?
hey, so y'all young up and coming drivers
Yeah,
feel
man.
lucky to what's going on because y'all basically talking to a dinosaur, you dig? Where you gotta pull out a map. Nah, dog, because we come from an era, even with me just in life, without even driving a truck. I remember when we had to go off memory, where they say, go up here, go up this
Yeah.
street. When you see the
Uh-huh.
black car that's sitting in the yard, make a left right there, go down
Yeah.
about a quarter of a mile, you're gonna see a church with the
Yeah.
not the white church, the brick church. Cause
Yeah.
remember 2, 3 churches. You know what I'm saying? So I come from that era, it's good that you're able to tell the, you know what I'm saying, the viewers, you know, your experience, man. So yeah, so once you went through the, how long did it take you to actually get your CDL? Was it hard? Was it, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? Like it was different. Like I told you, we had to go to class, and even though you went to school, don't it didn't mean that you were gonna get your CDL. You still had to go take the test, the general knowledge test that I remember and stuff like that, and the driving test. So it took me about 6 months to get my license.
Okay. Oh, 6 months. So what, like, what's the time frame now?
I don't. I really don't. I can't even tell you. I don't know. I heard that it's quicker now. Like they just, they teach you the general knowledge and stuff. You learn. They really don't even teach too much driving. We had to do a lot of driving, man. You know what I'm saying, to get
Oh,
our
so
license.
what well, you ain't been to no school, so you don't really know.
I really don't know,
They
but
just teach you how to pass the test.
Oh,
yeah.
so
They teach you
okay.
how to pass the test, and then you go out with a trainer. That's where you learn how to drive, really. You
Okay.
have just enough experience to pass that driving test, to do those maneuvers.
Yeah.
And once you do that, if you don't pass it, a lot of schools make you wait until they can put you back on the schedule because they have so many students that
Oh,
they
okay.
have scheduled every week. They take people up there, but you can't really take their place. So it took me, like, I took the test 3 times, 4 times. I passed it on
Dang.
the fourth.
Oh,
Passed
that's
it on the
good.
fourth, but the first time I didn't even get to drive because I didn't pass the air brakes part. I missed one step on the pre-trip during the air brakes, and that's where I had to do it over. I had to wait for a month, so started school in January and didn't finish until I didn't get my license until May 1st.
Dang.
Then and then I went out with my trainer on the Memorial Day weekend, and
Dang.
that's
So
when I learned how to drive.
how long you been driving?
8 years.
Oh, that's good. Oh, what company did you start with?
CR England.
CR England. How long? Yeah, I heard. I seen a couple. They still open? I mean, they still in business?
They are, yeah.
Okay. Okay. How
They're
long did you
mostly
stay
on the
with?
west.
How long you stayed with them?
Just long enough to start making money. As soon as I started making money, they got rid of me.
Oh,
But a year, long enough
they
though
got
to
rid of you or you quit?
they got rid of me. I made a mistake. I did do something.
Oh,
I,
okay, okay,
but
okay.
not
You ain't
really. It
fail
wasn't.
that. You Hey,
It,
look, you ain't fail that drug test, did you?
oh no, 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 no,
Oh, okay.
no. I
Nah, you
just forgot
know.
to pull my brakes and my truck rolled, and it kind of it jackknifed, but
Dang. Oh, it was
but
an
it wasn't
accident.
damaged. No, it
O-
wasn't an accident. I
Okay.
pulled over on the side of the road, forgot to pull my brake, and my truck kind of rolled a little, and it hit the what's the thing called on the back? The wing. It's
Oh,
called some
okay.
fairing. The fairing.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah, it been that, but I still drove to Kentucky. I made my delivery. It was a snowy day, but I didn't send the code. That's what I didn't do. I didn't
Oh,
send the code that I was supposed to send. So it was just some BS, really.
Right.
But FedEx hired me, and then I started working for Desmond.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I
yeah.
drove for him. But I
Damn.
was, I went through the ropes out there, man. Cause
Thanks.
I ain't know
Yeah.
nothing over the road. I was just driving,
Oh, that was
you
your
know,
first. That so even with the England company, you didn't go. You was local or you was over the road.
over the road in the mountains.
Oh, okay.
I
But
was on
once
the
you
West Coast.
got with FedEx, like how was it different?
Over the road, it was pretty much the
The
same, except
same.
for
Okay.
no, it wasn't. We went to terminals, and we would have to spend the night waiting on a load. Versus CR
Right.
England, they kept us rolling. We didn't
Okay.
stop.
So
One
yeah.
slept, one rolled, but both of us was able to go to sleep because we had to wait on a load. So
Okay,
Yeah.
that
I got
sucked.
you.
It was something, man. FedEx was tripping back then. You know what I'm saying? It was just,
I
I
think
had,
they still do that.
yeah, they still, but they do a lot of butt heads now. So
Oh,
you
you say
know,
they do what?
a lot of butt heads.
What is that?
Yeah, I'm still here. My daughter asked me for some money. Yeah, the butt heads like you go, you meet somebody at a truck stop or something like that, and you
Right.
swap. So they got a lot
Oh,
of
okay,
those
I
now.
got you. Like let's say you got a load going to California. You might meet somebody in Texas, give them your trailer, then you go back that toward where you coming from, and then they take it on out to where they coming from.
Right. They take our trailer, we take their trailer.
Facts. Yeah, I remember doing we did that a couple times too. But yeah, so what I was about to ask you? I forgot what I was about to ask you. But so you think like any information you want to share with the younger viewers, the guys that's considering going to take their CDL, they wanna you think it's best to go with a smaller company when CR England, I mean, that's not a small company, but you think we're more of a corporate like FedEx or UPS? Is it
I'm
harder
I'm
to get a job through
I'm
them?
back. I'm
Or
back. Everybody calling me. I'm back. I'm sorry.
yeah, we got you.
I
We
think,
got you. But Miss D, you think it's good to go with a smaller company or somebody like FedEx or UPS, something like that? What you think?
well, I think it depends on what you need and what you want. If you want benefits, you might want to go with a larger, more established company.
Facts.
But if you want more freedom and you will go with somebody like FedEx. But
Mm.
then you got to get approved, so it
Facts.
takes a minute to get in their system,
And once you get in
which
the system, then you still
you're
gotta go
good.
through. Yeah, once you get in the system, so it's not like it's more or less like you said. Once you get in the system, you got like a 90-day trial period, a 6 month to a year trial period. You know how Fed they keep they
Nah, they different on our side. You know what I'm saying? You know how FedEx. What she's saying is once you're in the system, you can go to different. You in now. You can go to a different
facts.
country. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But they it depends on the contract. Sometimes they do have a 90-day trial system. Some of them don't. You know what I'm saying? They
okay.
base. You know, we shouldn't be talking about FedEx on this thing like that.
Oh no, I
Nah,
don't
I
like
mean,
it. I
shit.
don't.
Man, look,
I
it is
don't.
what
I
it
don't
is.
like it. I do
You
not like
really,
it.
but he
Hold
gonna
it, y'all.
edit.
I need to make a call.
I
you
got you. I
really,
got
Okay.
you.
hey, y'all really throwing them an alley you because they looking for drivers. You know what I'm saying? Because and,
Always. They
and
always
that's the
looking for
thing,
drivers.
and that's the thing that's going on in the world right now. Because in a minute they're gonna have automated trucks with the AI. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. My
hey,
boy
now's
Nick
the time
coming.
if you want to basically
My
if
boy
you
Nick
want to
coming on.
change your career, if you want to get in the trucking game, because like I said, we start this conversation is really just based off we talking ground up going to get a job, but we're gonna eventually lead into starting your own business. What it's gonna take to, you know what I'm saying? That's why I come in at because like I said, me and Desmond, we go back a couple years. You feel me? Like I said,
Yeah.
we
Cause
started it's more than just going to get a job because I know a lot of people saying, well, I don't want a job. I want to start my own business. I'm gonna buy this course, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. We're gonna get to that. Right now, we just giving y'all the ins and outs, the outs and ins on things that, you know what I'm saying, that happens when you first trying to make that career change. You gotta go to the little school, take the test, pass the
yep.
test, do your over the road training. You know what I'm saying? Then once you get your over the road training, then you gain so much experience. And once you get the experience, then you can go out and elevate to the next level. Because right now, like you said, Desmond, we in a climate, because I talked to you earlier today, but we're in a climate right now where nobody don't want to drive. They want to just run the company and
Yeah,
get
man.
money in, but it's more that come with it. You feel me? And
It's a
a lot
lot.
of things,
It's a lot.
facts.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, like, when I be on social media, I'm looking at guys saying, hey, uh, give me X amount of dollars, buy my course, and let me show you how to make the money. You can make the money, but they're not telling you the pitfalls that come with it. Like the conversation before we got started when I had the guy call in and I was like, "Yo, where you at? You gonna jump on the live?" Where he was at,
Yeah, he was what talking
broke
about
down
broke down. Yeah,
with a
it tied
tire,
him.
yeah, with a recap tire on the trailer. And see, when you
Yeah,
running a business, nobody talks about that part. You feel
they
me?
don't talk about that part. Yeah, and they
Right.
also
They're just telling you about the money part. Hey, you can make this amount. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
mean
we
truck
don't get to
driving
that though.
truck
But
driving it's a lot of different type of truck drivers and parts of the truck. It's a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And
facts,
some people get in it, they get in to make money, but the lifestyle is so different. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what to eat. You got to know when to go to sleep. You got to know, you know what I'm saying, um, what terrain you in. Is it gonna snow that day? Is it gonna rain that day? You know what I'm saying?
facts,
So it's you got to know if you're gonna be the boss or you're gonna work with somebody, how much you need to get paid. All that stuff come into factor. That's why a lot of people get into trucking and they fail because there's so much fact. Some of the things goes into trucking, and you know what I'm saying. They don't know,
facts.
but also in trucking, uh, you know, if you got a good mentor, you got somebody to teach you how to do it. Like me and Lynn, we was on that side, on the line haul side, but you got different type trucking. You got do local stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got dedicated runs. It just depends. And when you come in the game, you say, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy me a truck and a trailer." That's that's the least of your problems right there, man.
Okay, let me ask you something for the viewers that they might not understand the terminology. What's what you just say? What's a
Come on,
dedicated run?
dedicated run, yeah. A dedicated run is a run that you get is self-explanatory. You dedicate it to that run. You're
Okay, that's
basically
what I'm
doing the
saying. A lot
same
of
thing.
people, you got a
Don't
guy
know
right
that.
now. Listen, hold on. This one, not trying to cut you out, but you may have a person right now that knows absolutely nothing about
Yeah,
the.
yeah,
So when I
yeah.
ask, what's the terminology when you say a dedicated run? Could you please explain to them what a dedicated run is?
Well, yeah. Like I said, a dedicated run is a run that you're dedicated to. Like, say for instance, we got a run. I had a run with Snyder, and I was dedicated to P&G as Procter and Gamble. So that's all I did was Procter and Gamble. I didn't do nothing else. So I basically knew what I was going every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just over the road, out the window. We call it out the window, or you over the road, just running wild.
Okay, now
You don't explain that. Explain
what would
that.
be considered running wild?
Where running wild is a lot of people do it. They right now they do it off the board, load board. It's something they call a load board. You get your load. You don't know where you're going the next day. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
who
You
would be
just
the
out there.
person? Who would be the person that's book? I guess a broker would be booking the load. Not I guess, but I know. But we gotta
Yeah,
talk. We
it
talking to some
depends.
people that
It
knows nothing
depends.
about what we know. So who's
It
the person?
depends on. It depends on your position as a truck driver. If you got your own authority, you go through a broker or you go through a dispatcher. You know what I'm saying? But
Facts,
if you're working for a company, say for instance, like I did with Snyder, I just went through Snyder. Snyder got their own brokers and their own dispatch. So I had
facts,
a dispatch with Snyder, and whatever she told me to go, or whatever he told me to go, that's where I went. You know what I'm
facts.
saying? And it was out of my hand. I was just running wild. You
Okay,
know. But with FedEx, they don't have brokers. FedEx is a mailing company. They just deal with mail. So it depends on the volume. If you're running out the window, it's almost just like running wild. You go to the window, you get a load, and say, "We need this load to go such and such." You just take the load and then come back. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
facts.
And but if you had a dedicated run with FedEx, you know what you're doing every day. Most of the time you be going. I had a dedicated run, just like Lynn. She had one going to Knoxville. She went, got a load paperwork, whatever. Now we do everything on the phone. That's a whole different thing. And you
Yeah,
just
but
go,
I'm right.
yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and you just pick your load up from FedEx and take it to to your destination and come back. You know what I'm saying? That's a dedicated run.
Okay, I got you. And then, like you said, the out the window guys, they
They just take what's available.
Yeah,
okay,
whatever's
cool.
available. Yeah,
So
from
basically, what they just said to the viewers that know absolutely nothing about trucking, what they're
yeah,
saying is taking what's available, meaning you're gonna get what's left over. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? If you
yeah,
don't have
whoever,
a dedicated run,
yeah, whoever,
or
yeah,
if you don't take what's left over, you might take the runs that's way from Georgia to California somewhere. You feel me? And rain, sleet, snow, bad weather conditions. Basically,
yeah,
that's on you. Correct?
yeah. And one thing about trucking, man, all these trucking comes together. You know what I'm saying? The rookies got to do the rookie shit. You know, like I told you, I won't be running on the road no more because I ain't a rookie no more. But somebody got to do it. And a lot of these people think they can come in and just get these dedicated runs on get these short runs, but you got to start from the bottom, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, like, but see, the climate that we in right now, that's why too many like the younger guys or the new recruits, they don't feel like they want to start at the bottom. Cause like I said, everybody want their money no later than Friday. So they don't feel like, hey, I gotta go and put in the work. But see, what happens when you don't have the proper skill set to drive the truck? You're looking out for accidents. Uh, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like different things that could happen, and then it'll mess up your license. Am I correct?
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Because they
But like,
treating like I was talking to another driver last week, and he was basically explaining to me that shit, a seatbelt violation can get your license.
yeah,
Can
get your points. Get
you
points, man.
understand?
You know
And
what
you
I'm
get
saying?
so many points. What
So many
happens? It's
points.
not like a regular license.
No, no. Shit, you got me on that one. I'm not an expert in that, but I think you get
I'm just
like
saying
what?
because you probably never had no tickets or anything. You play by the rules.
No, I haven't. I haven't.
But I'm
I ha-
gonna bring in some guys that they done got scratches on their license for things that don't
yeah.
they weren't even in a truck when they got tickets. They was in
What?
their regular vehicles
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah,
hit
yeah.
them so hard to where they
What?
couldn't drive for a certain period of time.
Yeah, they must be doing something bad because I did get a cell phone violation in my regular car, but it didn't really hurt me that much.
Okay, what happened when you got the cell? They didn't,
I
but they
just
probably didn't treat it as you had a
they put
CDL.
a point. Yeah, they know I had CDL. They just put a point on my license. That's it, just
Okay,
one
Yeah,
point.
they only affect your CDLs if it's a moving violation.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know some
Okay.
guys that got some
Yeah.
moving violations like
Yeah.
seatbelt violations, and you know what I'm saying, like small infractions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. If you speed, yeah, that's a big thing. And like you said, moving violations. Yeah, that's
Okay.
basically what they hit you on.
Miss
But
D, you ever had any anything happen to your license, or
No,
you've been clean for the whole 8 years?
I've been clean for the whole 8 years. Thank
Okay, that's
God.
good.
because you've
Yeah.
been trained by the best, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. Hey,
I'm
see,
just play-
so
I'm
y'all,
just
hey,
playing. I'm just
this guy
playing,
gonna
man.
y'all gonna be able to reach
Don't
out
get
to this
me
guy and he
started.
can train y'all.
Oh
He,
shit.
he was good. Desmond was a good trainer. He was
Okay.
good. He was the best guy I drove with. I rode with. One of
Oh,
them.
so y'all were doing like the team driving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we team.
Could y'all
Yeah.
explain to the viewers a little bit about how team driving works?
Oh, you want to go, Lynn?
Go ahead.
What?
You go ahead.
Well, yeah, team driving. It's a whole nother animal. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, it's team. You drive with another person. You swap out. You do your 10 hours, 11 hours driving. You swap out with another driver, and the benefit of team driving, a lot of companies use so the truck really never stops. You
Fact,
know, you can do your 10-hour break in the bunk while your co-driver driving,
facts.
so the truck keep moving,
So
Okay,
you
that's
but
still
good.
making money.
you still making money.
Where y'all remember like where y'all was driving to and like
Oh
from?
man,
We was
Say,
trying to
California.
get west. We was trying to go west.
We were
That's
trying
all
to
I
get
knew.
west.
but
That's
it's a
all I
lot of
wanted.
it's a lot of money in team driving though, correct?
Yeah,
Depends.
yeah, you're right. It depends. Yeah, you driving them miles, they try to trick you with it. Oh, we're gonna pay you what? such and such a mile,
Facts.
really sharing the miles with the driver. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So it basically the same, and you ain't getting that much rest. I advise people be young if you're gonna do a team.
Facts.
Yeah, because
Hey,
it's no sleep.
you wanna throw an age limit out there?
It ain't the age limit. Be in shape and just know what you want to do, man. Because team driving is it's hard on your body, dog. You know what I'm saying? You don't really get that much sleep. You're never gonna
That
get that real
depends.
deep sleep.
I go to sleep.
Well, see, I
Especially
don't
if I
feel like bumping
trust.
sometimes.
I'm going to
I don't
sleep
got
when I get
knocked
in the
out the
bunk.
bump. I don't got knocked out the bump. So
Oh, how you get knocked
I'm
back the bump?
yeah. When your driver hit the brake real hard while you back there
Oh,
asleep, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't had a wreck one time. One of my drivers had a wreck while I'm in the
oh,
back. I
and
don't
you
see
was in the
people.
bump.
I don't heard horror stories. I don't seen things, man. It's not a joke. People get thrown out that truck, man.
You care to share any horror story you might have?
Well, one time I was driving with this dude. No, I was driving. It wasn't us, but I seen
No, I
a
say
truck.
right. I mean, you can share that story. I mean,
Yeah, I
people want
seen
to
a
hear
truck.
this.
I seen a truck jackknife one time, and
Wow.
it was a guy in the back sleep. And we ran out to see what happened. That guy flew right out the back bump. He was gone.
Right.
Like just whole body just was out of there. You know what I'm saying? He was messed up. He probably didn't even know. He was asleep. So some of these bumps have seat belts. They're like a net. You know what I'm saying? You put over yourself
Hmm.
just in case something like that happens. But I don't feel like the bump.
So
Like
the net didn't catch you.
I didn't have the net on because we don't
Oh,
like
okay.
using it. Ain't nobody like using it. But I started using that mother then, boy.
Hey, I feel you though.
Yeah,
Hey, you
yeah.
ain't getting no injury or nothing though, huh?
No, no, I ain't got
Okay,
no
that's
injury.
good.
But it's hard living on that road, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta be strong. You know what I'm saying? It's
What about like nutrition? Like what you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because I know a lot of
nutrition.
truck drivers they say they really don't eat what they need to eat, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
How
like
Yeah,
you
I
recommend like
said,
trying to get the proper nutrition while you out there on the road?
you need a
man, I had
crock
a
pot.
guy. Yeah,
Say it again, Miss D.
A crock pot.
Oh yeah, cause yeah, what now? Tell them like, cause it's funny that she said that. Inside the truck, what are you? How you think you should have it set up as far as things that you need so you can sustain being on the road, like far as keeping your food where it need to be, cooking your own food, uh, being aware of what you buying at the gas stations or stopping, pulling over. What y'all want to tell the viewers?
what you want to go, Lynn? You want me to say?
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
jump.
I wasn't that type of driver. You know what I'm saying? I ate at restaurants.
Y'all
I
go
was trying
ahead.
to
Go ahead
ball.
and talk.
Oh, you were balling,
Yeah,
okay.
I was balling. But I mean, I had drivers that did that. Like I had a driver, man. One of my homeboys, boy, his wife cooked him meals for the whole week, dog.
Thanks.
We had a refrigerator in there,
That
and
was a
he hit
good
the
wife,
refrigerator. Yeah, I had a good wife. I didn't have no wife at the time,
right
so
at the time.
I was eating steak and shrimp at the Sizzler. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Okay.
that's hard on your pocket and hard on your body, man. All
Right.
that processed food and stuff, man. It's not good, and it kind of put a toll on me. Like I got high blood pressure and stuff like that, and gained a
Right.
lot of weight, man. You know what I'm saying?
And
Stress.
that's important because we be having to take those the DOT physicals.
Yeah, you gotta take DOPs. So every time I
Right.
have to take a
And I
physical, man,
know
I
a
take
couple.
a hit.
I got a couple drivers right now that I know they got the what's the little sleep apnea
Yeah,
machine.
I got that too. You know what I'm saying? That
So
thing
you
work
gotta
wonders.
so
But
you for the viewers that don't know about the trucking game, once again, these are things that y'all have to be aware of.
yeah,
Take eating the proper nutrition, staying in shape to the best of your ability, and getting the proper rest. You dig?
yeah,
So
man.
it's more
Real
than
talk.
just getting on the road, getting the money. The money ain't gonna do you no good if your health ain't good. I mean, health ain't no good. You feel me? So
Yeah,
Right.
you
truck
got
drivers.
two people, two veteran drivers FedEx workers, you know what I'm saying, that started at other companies, you know, we
Yeah,
giving up
man.
the game. You feel me? Y'all might. It's a lot of people that they get in the truck and they tell you the good and the good, the good, the good. You never hear about the bad and the ugly. So that's what we coming in at. We want to talk to y'all about the good, but we also want to give y'all the bad and the ugly as well.
Yeah. Truck driving is really so regulated now, man. It's really the government job. And people don't know that.
But why you
It's,
say that?
it's all the regulations stop you from doing certain things. You got to sleep a certain time of the day. You got to have a certain amount of, hours and stuff like that. Um, Even when it comes down to insurance, these insurance companies with the government. You know what I'm saying? So that's why insurance so high because that's how the government regulations. They know that you're gonna be out. They
Facts.
know. You know what I'm saying? So it's the trucking right now as it stands at this point, man. It's if you don't get with a big company, it's hard to make money. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna struggle a lot.
And why you
It's,
say and
you know
then
what I'm
like why
saying?
you say? Because like I said, like I
So these
want
big companies,
because
the insurance companies, they are, they show favoritism to the big companies. They get cheaper insurance because they got so many trucks. They got so many things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If you ain't got
I've
but
been.
one, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say I've been hearing a lot of owner operators say that they're going to attach their what you call it, the DOT number or
right.
Yeah,
authority. They're gonna start like driving for other companies um, because it's no, they can't compete against the big companies because the big companies are taking the loads for very cheap, trying to run the smaller
yeah,
ones
they
out of
can.
business.
They
Yeah,
can.
so
They're
because
doing
they
it
can
on
afford
purpose.
it. Yeah,
They're doing it on purpose because I remember when Snyder was the man, dog. Snyder had thousands of trucks. You know what I'm saying? And but Snyder's don't dwindle down. But Snyder and Warner, Snyder, Warner, and Landstar started this shit.
I remember last time
They
we used to get a lot of loads from them.
they started this shit. They started this lease to own shit,
Oh,
and that's
last
what.
time I did.
Yeah, and that's now Snyder started first because when I started with Snyder, I had got my own truck,
Yeah,
thinking that I got my own
that's
truck.
something I wanna go into that too a little bit. Like
Yeah,
when you were speaking of lease to own, could you tell the viewers about like how does that work? Because a lot of people
well,
they wanna, like I said, we talking about the foundation of it, but eventually you want to have your own truck, you want to have your own authority, you want to have your own business, you want to be able
yeah.
to make your own money. When you're
So first of
leasing
all,
a truck and
yeah,
you're driving for a company, how does that process work? How do you eventually own the truck? Is that a good thing to do? Is it a bad thing to do? What do you recommend
mm,
for the viewers that knows nothing about trucking? Like I said, we know the game, but I want to like give it to them bits and pieces. You know what I'm saying? I want to just throw it out there at them. You dig?
yeah. I don't think leasing a truck is a good thing. I mean, lease to own with a company. When they say lease on with a company, you're using their DOT number to run. So you
Fact.
run it under them. Basically, you want an employee that paying bills. That's basically what you're doing. You paying
But
for your own fuel, insurance, maintenance, and everything, but they treat you like an employee. You're not making that much money. You might well just be an employee if you're talking about the money. They promise you a lot of stuff like Schneider. No, I'm just talking about these companies. They promise you a lot of stuff.
I mean, we
You know
giving
what
the
I'm saying?
game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They promise you a lot of stuff, and you got your nice little truck, it smell good and everything. You driving down the road, then you look at your check, it's $400. And I don't did 3,000 miles this week. You know what I'm saying?
And
You
you
know,
only bring home a $400 check.
yeah. Sometimes it
Oh,
just
but
depends.
all the basically all, but you got to think the way you talking, it makes sense because in your, not in your mind, but from a business owner's perspective, everything that came out of that check went toward fuel costs, truck
Truck lease
costs,
number, truck
insurance.
costs, insurance. You know what I'm saying? You got to eat on that road. You got to take showers. You got to do this and that, man. Like I said, it's a lifestyle.
All that's included in that check. That
No,
came.
no, no. All that's not including the check, but I'm just saying in the check is the fuel, the maintenance, and your truck note. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so how much?
Um,
Think about this. If you said fuel, how much
yeah.
fuel you think you might have drove for 3,000 miles? How much fuel you think you might
Mm,
have spent?
let me think about that.
No, I'm
For
just
three
saying,
times,
just a number off the top. You ain't
you.
gotta calculate it.
I mean,
And
to
then
fill
you
up a
got
truck,
then with
to fill
fuel
up a truck.
costs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, fuel costs wasn't that high then, but now
But that's
we're
what I'm
thinking
saying.
about see, you fill up the truck now, what you paying like 250, about $500-600 to fill it up, I think,
But for three
So
thousand miles, you can
you're
drive off
doing
how
like
much mileage?
12, about 12, what, 1,200, 1,300 miles on a full tank, I think, something like that. So you're looking like almost 2 grand in fuel.
Okay, and that's 1 week,
About
right?
1,500 in fuel. That's 1 week.
Okay, and then how much that truck? Well, the truck note only gonna come out once a month, though, right? Or they
Nah,
take
it
it out
came out
every
every
week.
week. Every week you paying like $600 for the truck note, then another 300 for the insurance. So you like another $1,000 coming out to check with
So
plus the
that's
fuel.
what we had 2,500
Yeah,
for 1 week.
yeah, just about. Um, I mean, they're just numbers I'm throwing out. This ain't real, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
we're
saying?
just
But
doing
some
a rough
people,
estimate.
some people, some people make it out. I got a guy that I started with. He finally paid the truck off.
I
For
never
mine,
heard of anybody that leased to own and
I
finished it.
know, I
My
know,
Well,
but
cousin told me that was
shit.
the only
I'm
advice
gonna
I
bring.
got.
Look, I got a guy, one of my homeboys. I want to bring him on too, but that's gonna be on our next show. But if y'all gonna come back with me and we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, keep it going. But he said he almost. I don't know if he got a year left or how long he has left. But remember, I was telling you about that. Des, I don't want to call his name, but he said he about to go get another truck, and I
And
was
see
like,
if it
whoa.
happens. If it happens, I'm telling you, I've never ever
You
heard of
never
it.
met so that you never met nobody that paid a truck off
Not
working
when
for a
they did
company.
a lease to own company. That
That's
was the only
crazy.
advice my cousin told me when I got my license. If you want to buy a truck, buy a truck. Do not go lease to own with these companies because it's a setup.
it's a
It's a
setup.
setup. You never
The
get
reason,
finished paying for it. They start tripping at the end. They stop
uh-huh.
giving you miles or they controlling it. So
Hold on, who started tripping?
the people who get the loads for you, the dispatchers, they
Oh, they
stop.
do that. Hold on, they doing that consciously, or they doing that? You think they instructed to do that, or
I'm
what
not
you
sure.
think?
I've never
Well,
done it because I was advised not to, and I followed it.
Yeah,
well,
you
So
these
did the right
companies,
thing.
these
Cause
companies, they in the
once we
trucking
get,
business and the insurance business,
I'm sorry,
and they in the trucking business, the insurance business, and the leasing business. So all of them in one.
facts,
So they're making money off you each way. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
But the main thing they started at was insurance, man. They didn't want to give people insurance, so they don't give you no insurance
Why?
because you're no
Why
company
you think that is?
because you're not a company Georgia. I mean company driver. It was too expensive for insurance for truck drivers. That's why they started doing that lease to purchase thing.
Right.
They balanced it out with the lease drivers and the company drivers. They had to get the company driver insurance. That was the law. But they made you feel like you was your own boss. They didn't have to give you no insurance because it was, you were paying a 1099.
Oh, so if you're doing a 10, I mean, would that be standard practice for today, or you talking about 20
No, they
years
still
ago?
doing that.
Okay,
That's
so
right. Yeah.
if they playing it like that, how you think they the person got to get their own insurance if they trying to buy the
Yeah, you gotta
truck?
get your own. You gotta get your own. When I'm thinking insurance, I'm talking about like medical insurance.
Oh, you talking about? Okay, I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about the vehicle insurance.
No, no, no. You get a good discount with insurance because you're with them. But with the truck insurance, but I'm talking about the medical insurance. They didn't want to pay that. That's why they started that lease to purchase stuff.
Oh wow.
It was killing them. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they made you think you was a boss, but really they were just you were
You
just
still a worker.
still a worker, man. You know,
Don't you
some
know
people
you
may
just
not.
a worker and your boss is my man? LL this, LL that.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Like there's a lot of people that didn't make it. Like I said, I know one guy, but as soon as he made it out, his truck tore up.
Now let me ask you this. Okay, you done built yourself up. You done learned how to drive the truck. You did the lease to purchase. You thinking, okay, I'm almost finished paying for this truck. Boom.
Yeah.
Now you get to the end of your lease, you pay the truck off. Your truck breaks down. What happens if, let's say hypothetically, you don't have the money to fix the truck?
What you
You know,
mean?
let's say you still working for that company now, but if you ain't got the money to fix the truck, would that company step in to help you out, or would they? You have to finance it, or how would that part work on getting your truck back on the road?
Um. Okay. What you mean? Like if you own the truck now,
Like this
or you
guy,
still?
what happened with your man?
Well,
You said the
he
truck
had a
broke
he
down
had an
and you
escrow.
paying for it.
He had an escrow. He saved some money while he was
Okay, well
there.
that was good.
He had enough to get it fixed, but that was all he had. So he started out fresh. You know what I'm saying? But he eventually came up to it. Like I said, it takes a strong one, man. Family relationships don't last if you're over the road.
Why
You
you
know,
say that?
I mean, if you ain't got no strong home, dog, it ain't gonna work for you. You
What
know what
you
I'm saying?
mean, like an old lady, a girlfriend,
Yeah,
a wife?
old lady, family, whatever, because it's you gotta be on that road to make the money. It is designed like that, you know.
But what about the guys that's thinking like, well, shit, I just want to work Monday through Friday, and Friday I want to be back home.
I mean, it's possible, but you know, with truck driving, ain't nothing guaranteed. You don't never know how that traffic gonna be on your way coming home. You don't know if that truck gonna break down. You don't know if they gonna need you for another load. You got to sleep over for another load because they ain't got the load ready. I mean, ain't nothing guaranteed in trucking, man.
That's crazy.
You go up north and all that
And
traffic. Even
the truck,
Atlanta traffic worse than the traffic I ever been.
for real. What about California? I heard they
I
had the
was just
worst.
about to say
That's
California.
what I heard. California traffic so
I've been,
messed up.
I must have been in the right spots in California. I don't been in traffic, but it ain't worse than Atlanta.
Oh, for real?
I must have been in the. I don't think I never really been in that deep traffic. I think they say L.A. or something like that. I've been around with FedEx. We've been around them big cities. You know what I'm saying? FedEx is that's the way they design. You're not in the big city like Atlanta. It's really Ellenwood, where the terminal is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You.
The main terminal. Who was that?
Oh no, I hit the mute. I hit the mute button on her. I guess she in the store or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she getting a
Yeah, but
load.
yeah. So damn, that's crazy, bro. So
Yeah, she getting a load.
okay. All right. So yeah. So damn, like yeah, you said the traffic, a lot of traffic out there, but then you haven't really had the experience of going to having that bad traffic
I mean, I had the experience. I'm saying the worst traffic I was in is in Atlanta.
in Atlanta,
I don't
right?
get a
Okay,
lot of
so
traffic.
everybody in Atlanta, if you in Atlanta or wherever you from, just know that when you come to Atlanta, hey, it's gonna be a lot of traffic and maneuvering through these streets. You know what I'm saying? On 285,
Yeah.
on
The
20.
way they built Atlanta, man, I don't understand it. I just don't understand shit. I really, you are fighting with
Limit. I got the
airline
city. I
traffic and
heard about a
everything.
city. What about New York? I heard like because the buildings and the
Like
roads.
I said, I haven't really been. I've been in New York, and not many times because I hate going up there.
Right. A lot of
But
people
I
say that.
haven't got stuck in traffic like that. Trucks don't go into the city like that in New York. When you
Okay.
go to New York, you in and out, baby. Ain't no need to be staying.
Right.
Ain't no stay. That's why they pay you so much to go to New York. You
Oh,
know.
New York. So hey, y'all hear
Yeah.
what he said? You want to go get you some money real quick? Shoot up to New York. Get on back.
Oh yeah. If you can make it.
Oh, you say why you say if you can make it, man? Don't discourage the people, man.
I'm saying you gotta be seasoned to go there in New York, man. Uh, even some of them boxers have hard times going up in there.
In New
It's
York?
yeah, New York rough. I'm talking about New York City. I'm talking about
No, I
in the
know the
city
city
part.
and the state.
Yeah, the state. Most of the state is country. If
Oh,
you,
New
believe
York?
it or not. Yeah, man. Most of the state is country. You got New York City. You got all the boroughs. That's what all the
Okay,
city is.
that's why all of yeah. Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
but
So you
most of
talking
it,
about like the boroughs
Syracuse.
in New York is inside,
Yeah,
but on the
go to
outside.
Manhattan,
Okay, I
all that.
got
Yeah,
you.
all that stuff is
Cause
so crammed up right there.
I
You
gotta
know.
take a trip. I need to take a trip to New York because every time I went to New York, I'm in the city. I never been outside of Brooklyn,
Yeah,
Bronx. You know what I'm
it's a
saying?
lot of
Manhattan. I
it's a lot
want to
of
see
country up
like
there.
you. I guess you're saying like upstate New York.
Yeah, upstate New York,
Okay,
Syracuse and
right.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Thanks.
all that stuff. That's that's a lot of farmland up there.
Okay, right. See, I never been.
California the same way.
Yeah,
It's,
see, and when I went to California, I think we was in LA and then we went to Northern California, but I
that's
didn't get
pretty
a
size
chance.
now. Yeah,
Actually, we
California.
was in well, Hollywood. I don't know if that's would that be
That's
LA?
close to LA. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
all
So
that
we,
the
was in
same.
we
LA
wasn't
County.
even in LA. We was in Hollywood. So we went to
Okay.
Hollywood and then we went to Northern California. So I need to go to Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Check
Yeah,
it
LA.
out. Huh?
LA. Now, I've been to Compton, dog. I'm
See, yeah, going to
I'm
sight.
not gonna I'm not gonna talk bad about it because I don't know about it if this shit
Oh
really
no,
pump.
no, 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 no. You been
Compton, man. Compton is a bunch of Mexicans, dog.
I heard that before though.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah,
I didn't
I
see
heard
them.
that before.
I didn't see nothing but them in there on
So where the
bicycles.
black people live at?
I don't know.
He said, I don't know.
I
For
looked.
real?
I looked.
In
And I see a bunch
Compton.
of Mexicans on bicycles. Yeah.
Damn,
Everybody driving riding a bicycle.
damn. You must, I don't know. Was it nighttime or daytime?
I went both.
My homeboy, but I got another truck driver, true story. That's remember the guy we was calling that said he broke down on the road?
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
said he was in Compton and he said the same thing. He was like,
Oh
yeah, that's
yeah.
the root of this truck. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
crazy, bro.
Because one of the FedEx terminals not too far from there. We used to drive around, and I ended up running into Compton. I didn't know I was there. I just seen the sign, "Welcome to Compton." So I'm like, okay, I'm in Compton. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we so
Yeah.
used to hearing about it on the song.
Yeah, and the same
Yeah,
sign. So
NWA.
I seen that sign. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm in Compton. So you looking for
It's,
gang
that's hip
bangers and
hop.
shooters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's hip hop culture, man. Like,
Yeah, but see, that's how I was like when I first ever went to New York as a kid. I'm like, yo, I'm looking to see some rappers, and you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? You feel me? I'm watching all, you know what I'm saying, on TV. So I'm like, yo, man, let me see
Hmm.
where the rappers at. With the
Yeah,
gold,
man.
big rope chains on, and you know what I'm
It
saying?
ain't like that. It ain't like that. Just
Yeah,
what you see on
facts.
TV. Yeah.
So that's cool. So, I don't know where Miss D at.
I'm here.
You got anything you
You
want to
working?
tell the viewers, Miss D, about, you know what I'm saying? Give them a story or two or something.
Well, I missed what y'all was talking about. I had to make a call.
Oh, we were just
So,
talking. He was talking about like let's say a city that he went to. Like he went to Compton, and he said he didn't see no black people.
oh,
You ever
I
like
guess,
a funny? You got a funny story you might want to share with the audience?
yeah, I got stuck following my GPS and this in Minnesota. And the people, it was a older white lady and her granddaughter, and they came out and started talking to me because I was kind of in the neighborhood, even though I
In the
was
truck,
calling my dispatcher. Yeah, and the dispatcher told me they were following me. They saw me, so that to keep going, I told them I was in the neighborhood, and they said you still going the right way. But I ended up where the GPS took me. The road was closed, so I was stuck because I couldn't turn around, and they had to call a record. So while I was waiting on the record, the grandmother came out and told me her grandson had just started driving, and she pictured him getting caught up in a situation like that. But
facts.
anyway, she ended up invited me into her house. I mean, the granddaughter came back out and said, "We just made some homemade chicken and dumplings. We had it for lunch.
Right.
My grandmama said, if you want some, you can have some, and we can fix it for you and bring it to the truck, or you can
You
come
can come
inside."
inside.
That's all I did. Go in there and watch me some football and
Fact.
play with the little baby and ate my
Hey,
chicken
Yeah.
and dumplings. And she
mm,
fixed me a plate to go. She fixed me some food.
Right.
So I, that was in
That's a
Minnesota.
major blessing right there.
It
Look,
happened.
okay, finish your story because I got a question with something you said.
Go ahead. I'm done.
Okay, like remember because I noticed like when I be going through Norcross, those GPSs, like let's say your GPS, you said it were taking you to run. They got the GPS, like they don't be programmed
yeah,
sometimes to take you because it'd be like no truck route. So I be noticing the police be waiting on truckers to come
dang,
through there. You see, like it's like they set because they know that the
Wow.
GPS isn't set to get to reroute them. You
yeah,
understand
Wow.
what I'm saying? So it's like they already setting up to wait on truckers to come through there, like whether it's a box truck or 18 wheelers. And how much one of them tickets is? About $1,000, 500.
I never got one, thank God.
me
But
Okay,
neither.
well, I got some people I'm gonna bring in, and I had that story you just told, Miss D. I got somebody that had a story similar to that, but he got stuck in the people yard, and the wrecker had to come and get him. True story, and that was one
Yeah.
of my trucks.
Oh, with your
A
boy,
lot, yeah, man. Come on, I done had. We're gonna get into all that,
the
but
GPC. That's the thing. When I first started, I learned how to read a map, dog.
yeah, that's
When
why I
I look
said
at
that's why
when I
you
look
got
at a
the.
GPS, when I look at a GPS, I don't look, I don't listen. I look. I wire my whole GPS out, and I look because I know I'm in a truck. You know what I'm saying? If
Facts.
I ain't got no truck or GPS, I know I'm in a truck. So I look at every road before I go. You know what I'm saying? Unless I don't been there before, I
Facts.
say, okay, when I get here, I ain't gonna be able to go on this street because it's a, my GPS telling me to go there, but nah, this is a neighborhood. So I look at the main road and I just follow that main road. You know what I'm saying? Some
Right.
people don't know how to. I'm not saying they don't, but a lot of people don't know how to read a map.
me,
A
I
lot of
don't.
these people don't even know how to read, let
I don't
alone
know how
read
to
a
read.
map.
I
You
don't know how to
feel?
read no
Yeah,
map.
yeah,
Huh?
that map. I
I said
remember
I
we
can
used to
read, but
have.
not a map.
We didn't have no GPS, dog, at all. We got directions. They sent us the directions. We got opened the map up before we left, and we every time, like you said, okay, you go 100 miles on I-20. We reset our odometer to zero, and when we get 100 miles, we're looking for our next turn. That's how we used to ride. We used to drive like that.
Right.
So I don't been all the way to Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? Nebraska is
Nebraska.
one of
You
my.
said
Yeah,
Nebraska.
Nebraska. I was thinking about. I was finna say Omaha, but
Yeah. We said, okay, I
it's
got you.
Nebraska. Yeah,
But out there, that's like a lot of farmland, though, right?
there's a lot of farmland. I went there by my. That's one of my first runs by myself, and I had to read a map all the way from Atlanta to there. I
Mm.
remember getting stuck in a snowstorm in Detroit.
Whoa.
You know what
Oh,
I'm saying? My first time driving.
did you
Mm.
in the snowstorm? Did they? You had to put chains on. You ever had to put chains on the
Man,
tires?
I ain't never put chains on that.
I
Okay,
If I
did.
had to put
I
chains on that, I ain't
always
going there.
that's funny to me because I always like my other partner that drive trucks when he be in the snow. I always ask him that because the first time I ever seen chains with chains on the tires, it was in the movie. I think it was Rocky Four. Remember when he went to
Yeah.
you know what I'm
You,
saying? So I'm
you
like,
do-
damn,
the
that look
chains.
dope, huh?
Most of the time when you put chains on the truck, it's either going uphill, mostly going uphill or
Okay,
downhill.
so you don't need chains on the tires.
I mean, I don't. No, no,
I
you
had to
really.
do it in Colorado one time,
Facts.
and I mean, and it was on the mountain. It was in the
Yeah,
mountain, so
yeah,
they had a sign flashing that said chains
yeah,
required, and
yeah.
you
Oh
have
Some
to
states
wow.
you
have.
got to. Some states you have to. Yeah,
Okay, let me
But as
ask you
soon as
this.
we got them on, though, we
yeah. Take
drove
them off.
maybe a mile or so, and then they said you don't have to have them no more. So
Yeah,
It
to
was
the
a
Yeah.
waste of
kickoff.
time.
It
No, ain't
was.
no waste of time. Ain't no
I
waste of
mean,
time.
you
If
know
you
what I'm
had
saying?
came in your
No,
day here,
because basically at the end of the day, and I take that back for my audience and the viewers. Safety first. You got to be
Absolutely.
safe on that road, or anything that we talking about is not gonna matter because you ain't gonna have no job, you ain't gonna have no CDL, you're gonna be out the game. So safety come first whenever you're dealing with trucking.
yeah, safety first, man.
Facts. Safety first.
You have to be safe out there. It's not just you out there. You got other families. People, you can kill somebody's family. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
dude, what that was in Colorado? That dude ran up all them people.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
shit, what they gave that boy about? But they have reduced the time though, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did reduce the time because the
Yeah, they did.
judge, something had happened with the judge. Hey, I'm
I
Mm.
about
mean,
to
they
bring
should have
somebody
though,
in real
cause
quick.
Who that
What's
Nate?
up?
That's Kent.
Oh,
And y'all say what's
Hold
up to
on, let me
Kent.
take it off this thing.
what's up?
We ain't gonna have him on long. We're gonna bring him in on the next show. We got about 5 more minutes. We gave him a little hour, but we want to keep this thing going so we could just keep putting out information and you know what I'm saying, giving the audience rules of the game. And like I said, we're gonna talk about business. We're gonna talk about Amazon Relay. We're gonna talk about starting your own business, business credit. I want to talk about all that stuff. You feel me?
Right.
But anyway, y'all can keep talking. I don't know what he doing.
I
I just muted his mic.
don't know what Desmond went.
What's happening?
Oh shit! I hit the wrong button.
Hey,
Kent, what up? I hit the wrong button. I gotta bring Desmond back in.
Oh,
oh,
okay.
that's fine.
Yeah, say hi to Miss D.
To who?
Hi,
Miss D.
What's
it's
up, Miss
Mandy.
D?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
That's what's up.
Out here on this road.
Hey, where you at?
I'm in Arkansas. I'm headed to uh California.
Wow, that's cool. When you
Yeah.
expected to get there?
Shit, Monday morning.
Monday morning. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
I'll be
just
there Monday
left.
morning. Yeah, I'm gonna be there Monday morning when they open up.
Okay.
Yeah, so Miss D, that's family right there. So we when you hear we're gonna go into a whole bunch of stories. Hey, remember Kent, real quick. Remember the boy
Yeah.
Lavelle had got stuck in in the person yard?
Yeah.
Run that story real quick, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Oh, okay. Lavelle, he was working for me, right? He was working for us. And I was trying to teach him about paying attention to road signs. He just get in there and had the GPS, and he just go wherever it tell him to go. He don't pay
Facts.
attention to
yeah, man.
signs saying trucks can't go here or go there. And so
Wow.
he got mad at
Remember I
me.
just said that, Miss D, when I was talking about the
Yeah.
GPS? Man,
Right.
we got so many stories. But anyway, finish the story, bro.
I'm back, man.
I got you.
Yeah, so he said he was gonna go test his skills somewhere else because he couldn't do it with me, you know. And he get to another company, and what he do? He following the GPS, not paying attention, and he went down into a damn subdivision with that truckload of steel. So,
Oh wow.
not knowing what to do once he get down into the cul-de-sac, he decides to back up, and then
Mm.
he backed right into somebody's yard and got the truck caught between the tree and the
Wow.
ditch that was in the yard. So that ended up
Wow.
costing that was $7,200 for them to come get that truck up out of there.
Hey,
Wow.
you Miss
Yeah,
D, you
Yeah.
hear what he just said?
Yeah.
So
I
what, like
did.
I said, we like this the squad right here. This the truck squad right here. So we're gonna talk about so much, but I really appreciate and thank you for coming in, sharing your story, telling the viewers, you know what I'm saying, how you got in the game, how you got started, how long you've been in the game, some of your experiences, and I will be very appreciative if you would like to come back and get on this thing with us, and we're gonna keep it going because there's a lot of people that want to get in the game, but they don't understand how to get in the game. So we just want to share, like I said, the good, the bad, and the ugly with the people. You feel me?
Okay, that sounds cool. I'll be happy to come back. It's good
Facts,
to.
and we welcoming you back. So what we're
Okay.
gonna do is I don't know what Desmond at. Any shout outs you want to give, Miss D? Give out your social media handle, your Instagram, your Facebook, whatever.
Oh no, I'm good.
She said, I don't want no people reaching out to me. Okay,
It's
hey,
really
so
Lynn D though. Lynn D 33 on Instagram, I think. Lynn D 33 on Instagram.
okay, what I'm gonna do is when we're gonna pop it up, I'm gonna set you up so they'll be able to get in touch with you too. I don't know what Desmond at. I want him to give out his little social media handle. You know what I'm saying? So anybody want to follow him or whatever.
I
Kent, you
don't
want to
see.
give out your information, brother?
He
Man,
might
you know
be
I
in
don't even
some.
have none of that stuff, man.
Okay, say less. So what
Yeah, I
we
don't
gonna
even
do?
have none of that stuff.
So what we gonna
Yeah,
do
but
is I was trying
I'm
to
gonna set it
I'm
up
trying
though.
to say it again.
I stuff,
I think he in a bad spot.
man,
Okay, yeah, he in a
in the
bad
car.
spot. So what we gonna do? We gonna conclude. Kent,
Yeah,
yeah, you in a bad spot,
yeah,
brother. We can
I
hear
can
you.
hear y'all. Yeah, I can
Your
hear
phone
y'all.
breaking up, but your phone
Yeah, I
is
can hear
breaking
you.
up though. Your phone is breaking up though.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I'm in some trees, man. I'm in the forest, though.
Now we can hear you now. Oh, he just dropped off. So look, Miss D, I
Yes.
appreciate you coming through. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you.
having me.
Thank you. So
Appreciate it.
look, we gonna keep this thing going and we're gonna get this first one out. And then like I said, I'm definitely gonna reach out to you so we can bring you up on the next one. And I appreciate everything you shared with the viewers tonight and letting the people know. And let's make a move.
All right, that's what's up.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you, Miss D.
You're welcome. Take care.
Okay, you too.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.